Yo, this video is about how to get breakaway game dunks. This is me. It's like a pretty shitty dunk, but I've been getting these all summer. And this isn't necessarily the best one, but like it's the one with two defenders right up on me, so I figured I'd put this one up. My new stuff is better, but this is what I have, and that'll illustrate the point. But if you've been watching my game mixes this summer, you've been seeing that I get like one of these almost every average of one of these every pickup game. Breakaway, basically just a breakaway dunk. And there's a lot of strategy that goes into that from the defensive end, which you aren't able to see. A lot of this happens over turnovers. But I finally recorded some defensive footage, and obviously I got one in it actually happened right at the beginning in the third play, which was pretty sweet. But I can show you guys what I do on defense and explain kind of how coaches will perceive this, and when you're in a position to do it and when you're not, basically, because it's complex. This is the art of the cherry pick, basically, is what I'm going to call this. So here's the play where it happened. This is me defending on the blue. I'm defending the perimeter, and I'm closest to the other basket after that guy charges. He's not an offensive board threat, so I'm going to take off. So basically, the position in this it usually happens when you're closest to the defensive basket. If your man shoots it or whatever, you just take off, because if you're closest to the other basket, if they charge in the offensive rebound, they give up a layup or a dunk, obviously. And it kind of implies that you're one of the smaller players, and thus you're guarding one of the smaller players who's not really an offensive rebounding threat. So this is called leaking or cherry picking or taking off. When you take off, really, you just have to weigh the value of getting a free shot at the basket versus them offensive boarding. This guy should not even try to offensive rebound, I think. There's big people on the floor, there's big people on our team. Big beard rebound gets the ball or whatever. Talk about how to socialize this, like the commands, basically, because you need to speak with your teammates in order to get these. But basically, the way it works is if you know your teammates' names, that's obviously the best. Right here, I'm taking off. When you catch the rebound, throw it. So, when the shot goes up, I'm going to let my teammates know that I'm leaking. I'll yell that I'm leaking, I'm taking off. I usually say I'm going. Or sometimes they say throw it if you get it. If they catch it and they do not throw it when they get it, I yell throw it until they throw it. And that's just a lot of uncontested 1-0s where you get to show off with the shitty dunk or whatever, It's also just free baskets a lot of the times. Yeah. You don't want to do this if you have rebounding duties. Then you just screw over your team. If you're going to have trouble rebounding, it's just horrible because they'll get an O board and you're nowhere in the picture. That's basically the way it works. You can also do this if you tip the ball or get a strip right at the point. And even if your team doesn't have it, you can take off. And if your team gets it, they throw it ahead. If not, you're out of position. But yeah, this is basically how it goes down. Pretty much every time you've seen one of those is just a well-timed cherry pick, basically. So for this next one, I'm going to ratchet up the volume. So for two of them, you can hear what I'm saying. Listen to the verbal cues. So that's basically it. Get good at dunking, and then figure out when it's appropriate to leak out and play with good big rebounders and leak, and get breakaway dunks. So pretty simple recipe. Any questions or comments, anything, get at me. Pretty much see everything and respond to everything. So.